Movie News for Citizens. Featuring News of the State. We all remember the horror we felt as we watched the Twin Towers plummet to Earth. And the heartbreak continued just 3 short months later when we experienced December 7th. The people feared to travel by airliner and even by jetliner, and some thought that the machine of state might grind to a halt. Fortunately for us all, the state was there with the answer to the new peril in the sky, the Transportation Security Administration, or TSA. Today, thanks to the TSA, we are able to enjoy air travel with absolute safety and security. But the TSA's mission does not stop at aviation. Millions of automobiles on the highways and byways of the land travel unshielded. They cry out for the protection of the state. The state was there. In a press conference, TSA Administrator John SideArme rolled out the new program for ground transport safety. TRAPR, or Transit and Automotive Prevention and Response, will set up a new safety station network at strategic transportation hubs. Previously, TSA highway checkpoints and roadblocks had only been seen on the approaches to Washington City and New York. Now, travelers on major and minor transcontinental routes will start to see safety stations with security checks conducted on all vehicles. A regional SS system is also in the planning stages for selected sections of the country, including the Mid-Atlantic, South, Northeast, Great Lakes, Midwest, Southwest, Northwest, Alaska, and Hawaii. Here's TSA Administrator John SideArme. Eventually, every bridge and tunnel, every ferry terminal, every town and city will be preceded by a safety station. We will have the safest nation on earth. Janet Florentino, Secretary of Safety and Minister of Homeland Security, echoed SideArme's sentiments.
TRAPR represents the next evolution of public safety, but every citizen must remember his duty to the state and cooperate fully with all SS personnel.
As seen here in vivid color, when motorists arrive at an SS, each vehicle will be directed to a check lane, and all occupants and the driver will step out. Fully automatic machinery will take charge of each vehicle, which will be inspected for safety and contraband. At the same time, the occupants will proceed on foot into the SS and through a series of safety assessments. TSA safety hosts will always be available to assist travelers through the process. Motorists will first encounter document checks and metal screening magnetometers, followed by X-ray baggage screening. Advanced imaging technology will reveal the presence of any contraband, even if artfully concealed. Interview rooms are available if any travelers should happen to require additional screening. After the checks, travelers will find their vehicles waiting for them on the other side of the barrier, and they will be free to continue. From the command center, the SS commander has an eagle-eye view and instant communication with all safety hosts and security responders. Meanwhile, at bus stations, train stations, and municipal transit centers, safety points will become more common. The TSA had previously established random temporary checkpoints at a small number of bus stations, train stations, and transit centers, but the new safety stations will be permanent. Once again, safety hosts will assist transit riders through a series of safety assessments designed to ease travel worries. The TSA also announced that airport security functions will be spun off into a new agency. The Airport Security Service, or ASS, will be responsible for air passenger screening. Plans are also being finalized to create yet another agency for city bus and subway security, the Bus and Underground Train Transit Security Service. The Federal Unified Civilian Key Yacht Oversight underway will monitor boat traffic. Physical security at all TRAPR locations will be provided by the Marshal Service. As seen here in vivid color, the Marshals' new uniforms will maximize their ability to carry out their vital task of keeping the state secure at ground transportation locations. The newly redesigned badge represents the officer's authority, while the armband shows his devotion to the state and to the party. In response to concerns about citizen rights, SideArme replied,
"If you aren't breaking the law, if you have nothing to hide, then you have nothing to fear. Besides, if you don't want to be searched, then you don't have to use these modes of transport. Public road travel is a privilege, not a right. I say, citizen, remember your place."
There's a man who knows his duty to the state. As we drive into the future, TRAPR will eliminate all remaining risks from travel. We will close with Administrator SideArme's final words in this press conference. It's for the children.